Hey everyone, it's me Howard and welcome back to the HR Show Experience. Today we're going to talk about Michael Jackson Searching for Neverland. But before we get into everything that has to do with this movie, please hit my subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss out on all of my new videos. Thumbs up this video if you liked it, and please don't forget to leave a comment letting me know what you think of this movie. Okay? Now let's get into this because I loved this movie. Okay? I think Michael Jackson is one of the top entertainers of all time. And this movie, in my opinion, it didn't let me down. There was only one brother, okay, and Randy, was it? Randy, good Lord have mercy, got to run in his car into Michael's gate. But let's just all back up. So the movie is just showing how, I guess, how Michael could have gotten to where he did, like in his last couple of years, okay? And there was a lot of things that really kind of happened, like, you know, Michael and all the child molestation and all that horrible foolery, and just trying to get past that. And it just seems to make him extremely paranoid and just almost seeming to be losing it. Like, not losing it, but at the same time, like, Michael seemed to be extremely passionate about his family and just his privacy, and also just the movie made it seem like Michael Jackson did not like being Michael Jackson, which is the weirdest thing ever to me. Whenever you hear these celebrities that reach these heights of fame that are unreal, they always say that they don't like, or they seem like they don't like being themselves. But it's just so crazy because I'm like, well, why did you set out on this path to begin with? But with that being said, Michael Jackson didn't set himself out on this path. This was a path that was set for him, and he just was dragged down the street, okay? But either way, I mean, all of the goodness, like life-changing music and things that came from that are iconic and will forever be. But anyway, so the movie is based off of the book Remember the Time, Protecting Michael Jackson in His Last Days. Michael Jackson is played by Navi, and let me tell you, you deserve every round of applause because your performance was so good to me. Like, I thought it was amazing. Like, oftentimes I found myself forgetting that I'm not actually watching the real Michael Jackson. And that is how you know that that person just shut the role down, okay? And some things that kind of shot out to me that really, like, bloop, were that night that his brother came over and was ramming his car into the gate and was clearly losing his mind just because Michael owed him some money. And that's just what's so crazy, like, to hear all these people, like, coming after him for money and all this other stuff. But I'm like, so he didn't have money, but he did have money? Like, how in the world was he buying all of these different things? But then you saw the clip where he went shopping. Let me tell you something. When he was shopping, I was living for it. Okay, because I remember he picked up this doll and it was called like the ugly doll or something. And he was like, oh no, you're not ugly. And neither are your friends. And I'll take you and all of your friends. And I was just like, yes, Michael, I lived for it. Okay, people can say what they want. I don't care. Like, the way Michael Jackson shops, I live for it. Okay, just let me get you and all your friends, and let me just get that. Did we get the giraffe? Okay, I must have the giraffe. Okay, that when he was, listen, I screamed out. I was stomping. Like, if anybody was outside of my house, they probably thought that I was losing my mind or possibly being killed. Okay, because I was screaming like crazy because I was living so much. Like, I was living when Michael Jackson did that Brashear or whoever he was, that interview when he went shopping and was buying all that stuff. Oh, I was living for it. I was living. Well, partially because, like, some people would say I probably do the same thing, but not on that grand of a scale. Okay, let's keep, look, I'm down here. Michael was just off on a whole nother place. Oh my gosh, and even that night, that was the night that, was it Elizabeth Taylor? If I'm getting names wrong, please forgive me. Oh my God. But he was supposed to go to Elizabeth Taylor's birthday party and was looking glamorous. Okay, did you see that jacket? And he just went to bed. Went to bed. I'll be damned, honey. If I'm getting dressed, I'm gonna go out. Honey, take me out the side entrance, out the back, out the doggy door. Okay, drape me in some fabric and rush me to the car. Okay, look, And that whole jacket was so amazing, and just to not go, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Okay, can I borrow it or can I have it? Can I try it on at least? I just want to see it, cause I mean, this sparkle is not all that extra. I mean, I could sparkle some more, honey. We could put the crown on. All right, we could put the crown on. And shout it out, is the crown, like, straight? I hope it is. I think so. God, if it's not, that's so embarrassing. But yes, I do think it is straight though. I do think it is. Okay, we'll leave it alone. But yeah, shout out to Michael and just everything, like, for being the king of pop. That movie was so epic. Now, it left me with a lot of questions. Like, I have a lot of questions. So many that I really don't want to just break it all down because, like, I just want to keep this video light and positive. But, like, there was a lot of things that I really didn't understand. Like, they introduced Conrad Murray, but they did not say really anything about him. And still nobody was there that night. Like, they didn't say any of the last bit of stuff. They just said a lot of stuff that led up to it, and they showed how Conrad Murray was introduced, but they didn't say anything else about it. So that left a lot of gray area. So clearly we need more. All right, there needs to be like a part 2 or something. But this is all from the perspective of the bodyguards. And just also, just the story of that bodyguard was just so amazing. The simple fact that, for one, like, that man was starting to care about Michael Jackson and not just, you know, using him as a check. Like, clearly, like, Michael Jackson, without question, needed people to take care of him. And not take care of him, but to protect him. Like, without question, he needed protection. So it just speaks volumes about that man for him to continue on with his job, even though he wasn't getting paid, even though his life is thoroughly unraveling under his feet, okay? Both of them, all of them. I mean, it was just the whole thing. And then just not only that, like, seeing the people that were in charge of different parts of his business, like, so shady, just so horrible. And just, I want to know, like, Michael Jackson, the character, said a lot of things, like, that were very, very, like, clear. Like, if I do these concerts, it's going to kill me. Like, I want to know, is that a direct quote? Like, you heard Michael Jackson say that quote out of his mouth? Like, that is insane. Like, if he actually said that, and that was the quote, I'm done. Like, that's too much for me. I don't like it. Like, that is crazy. Like, can you imagine, not only that, like, these are millions and millions and millions of dollars that are being just thrown around here. Like, that's a lot of pressure for one person to be under. And then he's sitting there with these contracts, and he just turns to his bodyguard to ask him, well, what should I do? How the hell is he supposed to know? Okay, you're Michael Jackson. Like, there was a lot of things that didn't mesh right for me. But trying to also understand the type person that Michael Jackson is, I don't know, like, it's heartbreaking, but it makes me care for him more. This movie made me care for his kids more, just because, like, can you imagine all the beautiful moments? Like, that family seemed so happy, like, so happy, but it's just the rest of the world seems to kind of make them miserable. It's heartbreaking, but what do we do now? Poor Michael. But I do wish his family just the best. Just the absolute best. Because I'm sure I know how I feel right now, having lost my aunt, and it hasn't even been a year yet. And my aunt raised me since I was 3 months old. My brother was shot and killed, okay? I lost my mom when I was in high school. So, and that's just a few people. So, I can absolutely understand, like, loss. My losses were back to back, and it was extremely, extremely difficult for a long, long time. It didn't really seem like it was going to get any better. And sometimes now it doesn't seem like it's going to get better, but then it does. And then something happens, and then it gets better. And then, you know, I guess it's just life. But at the same time, it's really horrible and just gut-wrenching to lose a parent. Like me, my mom didn't raise me. I told you my aunt raised me since I was 3 months old. But I know that when my mom passed away when I was in high school, it was the most devastating thing ever. And then when my aunt passed away, it was even more devastating. Like, honey, I was in the floor. Like, I was in shambles. Honey, you have not seen an ugly cry until you saw that. Like, I couldn't breathe. I thought I was gonna die. I thought I was gonna, like, I blacked out. Like, the whole thing was horrible. So I just can understand how just intense it must be. But, what a man that man was. Michael Jackson, the king of pop. Just so much talent and just seeming to just want to just give love. And then just finding that Wonderland. That property looked like Wonderland, okay? No, that was not Neverland. That looked like Wonderland. And he shopping for them little pieces. Oh, I can had the Ferris wheel, can put this up at Christmas. Oh, I just love it. I love it. Like, Michael Jackson and I feel like we would have things in common. I really, really do. Just because, as much as I love the sparkle, He loved all of that other stuff that some people would say is gaudy, but some of it I kind of liked. Now, some of it I couldn't get with, but Michael Jackson had interesting taste. Yeah. But thank you guys so much. I have gone on long enough. Thumbs up this video if you liked it. Thumbs up this video if you loved The King of Pop. And thumbs up this video if you saw and loved that movie. Okay? And I promise you, I really want to watch it again. Don't forget to hit my subscribe button and the notification bell. And please leave a comment letting me know what you think about my video you're watching right now, as well as Michael Jackson and the movie. Okay? And what did you think of Navi's performance? Let me know in the comment section, okay? And please, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. I am living for this Instagram jig, okay? These stories, though, these Instagram stories, get your life, all right? And I'll see you next time. Bye.